Hey, what's up guys? It's Kid Bombing here and welcome back to my channel. I hope you do well and thank you for joining me for another video. I really appreciate you guys for so much support. It means a lot to me because you guys are brilliant and awesome. I can't believe my channel's been growing so quick. Very slow, at least. But I always do my best I can. Sometimes kind of a bit frustrated in personal reasons. Hereby, I will be doing another read aloud video for you guys. I will read a storybook. I have got Disney storybook. Some of you are quite familiar with that already. I have got Walt Disney Productions presents The Princess Who Never Laughed. It was published by Disney's Wonderful Reading and Random House and Gorilla Book Club Edition also. Now, before I tend to read, I will show you by pictures and read by words as well. Okay, sit back and relax and enjoy. There once was the princess who never laughed. She never even smiled. The king brought crowns to the castle. One made funny faces at the princess. Another stood on his head. One tickled her nose. Was a feather. Still, the princess did not laugh. Near the castle lived a poor woman and her son. The son had his own way of doing things. If his mother told him to wash carrots, he scrubbed them on the washboard. He was such a funny fellow that people called him Goofy. One day, Goofy's mother looked in the cupboard. There was barely enough food for the mice. Goofy, said his mother, we have nothing but stale bread for supper. Go to the castle and ask for the job. Cheer up, mother, said Goofy. On my way. When Goofy reached the castle, he saw the princess sitting in her window. Goofy smiled at her, but she did not smile at him. I wonder why the princess did not smile, thought Goofy. Goofy was so busy looking at her that did not watch where he was going. He tripped on a large stone. His hands went one way. His feet went another way. Goofy landed on his nose with a thud. Now the princess saw this funny sight. Do you think she laughed? No, she did not even smile. At the wild chicken coop, Goofy found a job. He gathered the wild eggs all day. When Goofy's work was done, the chicken keeper gave him some fresh eggs. Oh boy, said Goofy. Fresh eggs for supper. Away he went to show them to his mother. But Goofy did not watch where he was going. He tripped again on the same stone. His feet went one way. His feet went another way. The eggs flew into the air. Goofy scrambled to catch the eggs as soon as he caught one. Another slipped out of his hand. Crack, whack, splash. Now the princess saw Goofy juggling the eggs, and it was a funny sight. But do you think, Princess, she laughed? No, she did not even smile. You silly, said Goofy's mother, when she heard about the broken eggs. If you had put the eggs in your big hat, you could have brought them safely home. Cheer up, mother, said Goofy. I will do that next time. The next day, Goofy worked in the royal dairy all day. He milked the royal cows. When Goofy's work was done, the cowkeeper gave him a pail of fresh milk. Wow, said Goofy. Fresh milk. Away he went to show it to his mother, and at the castle gate, Goofy remembered what his mother had said, so he poured the milk into his big hat. Then Goofy put his hat back on. Swoosh! The milk splashed all over him. Into his ears, down his chin, evil trickled under his collar. Now the princess was in her window, and she saw this funny mess. But do you think she laughed? Not a princess. She did not even smile. You silly goose, said Goofy's mother. When she heard about the milk, if you had carried a pail in your hands, you could have brought the milk safely home. Cheer up, mother, said Goofy. I will do that next time. All the next day, Goofy worked feeding the royal pigs. When his work was done, the pig keeper gave him a wiggly little piglet. A royal piglet, cried Goofy. He could hardly wait to show his mother, remembering what she had said. He tried to carry the piglet in his hand, but a wiggly piglet was slippery. It wiggled out of Goofy's hands. The piglet ran through the mud puddle. Goofy splashed through the mud too. The piglet ran into the haystack. Goofy went right in after it, but the piglet was too fast for Goofy. It got away. Princess looked out her window. There stood Goofy, covered with mud and straw. Do you think she laughed? Not a princess. She did not even smile. That night, Goofy's mother met him at the door. Goofy told her how he had lost the piglet. Ninny, she said, have you no sense at all? If you had held into the rope, you could have pulled the piglet home behind you. Cheer up, mother, said Goofy. I will do that next time. The next day, Goofy found a job in a royal kitchen. All day he washed the dishes. When the work was done, the cook gave Goofy a fine fish. When mother sees this fish, said Goofy, she won't be angry any more. Then Goofy remembered what his mother had said. Carefully he tied a rope around the fish. Away he went, pulling the fish behind him. When the wild cats smelled the fish, they are coming away running to get the ride. Goofy's fish was nothing but bones, but the time he passed the princess. Do you think? She laughed. Not a princess. She did not even laugh, even smile. That night, Goofy told his mother how he had lost the fish. No, Poop, she cried. You should have carried the fish on your shoulder. Cheer up, Mother, said Goofy. I promise to do that next time. Bright and early the morning, Goofy went to the castle. This time he found a job cleaning the royal barn. Goofy worked all day. Goofy did such a fine job, the barnkeeper gave him the royal cow. This cow will make Mother rich, said Goofy. But how will I ever get it home? Then he remembered his mother's words. You should have carried the fish on your shoulder. Goofy put his hat on the cow's head. Next, he tied his coat around the cow's neck. Then he got down on his hands and knees and crawled under the cow. Goofy tried to stand up. This cow is heavy, he said. Goofy huffed and puffed. At last, Goofy stood up. Sure enough, the cow was on his shoulders. Now, the princess was looking out her window. She saw Goofy coming up the road with his cow. What do you know what happened? She laughed. She laughed so hard, her stomach hurt. She laughed so loud, her ears ached. She laughed and laughed and laughed. The king could not believe his eyes. If that fellow can make the princess laugh, he should be here all the time, he cried. So the king called for Goofy. Will you come to live in the castle? He asked. Sure. I'd like that, said Goofy, if my mother can come too. For the next day, Goofy and his mother came to live in the castle, and they lived happily ever after. The end. So, I hope you enjoyed listening to me when I read to you about a classic Disney character named Goofy from Mickey Mouse and Friends. That's it for now, guys, and feel free to leave your comments down below and give thumbs up if you enjoyed that. Well, so you might already know, because the Walt Disney Company has turned 100 years this year, is to remember the legacy of the animation studios. Yep, the time has been by about around 100 years. Okay, so remember, guys, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit this bell notification. And also check out my social media is Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest and TikTok. You can always share my exclusive contents and teasers, trailers. If you're interested, please do. Like, comment, subscribe, share. It's always appreciated. Okay, I never you off now. And please stay tuned for another video. So I'll see you next time.